Quick update. From now on, it's public sources only. AP, ABS, CBN, BI advisories. So the stories are safer and the lessons sharper. I'll preview 2 new episodes, take your questions live, and show you how to submit your story anonymously if you want. And I see there's already a comment from Kano Papa Diaries. Do you have a link where I can send you my info for a story? That's exactly what I'm looking for. And yeah, I'm going to go over that, and I'm going to give you the link tonight if you guys want to send your stories. So this is about channel updates, and I'll read again in case you're in here late. This is a quick update. From now on, it's public sources only. AP, ABS, CBN, BI advisories, so the stories are safer and the lessons sharper. I'm going to preview 2 new episodes, 2 new upcoming episodes, and I'll take your questions live. And again, I will show you how to submit your story anonymously if you want. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to go over how to submit your story, but before we do that, let me talk about what's changing on the channel. So you guys know what I'm doing, exactly what I'm doing here on Raising Roots Abroad. And if you don't know, I'm George, and I'm an American expat in the Philippines. Been here for almost 16 years now, and married to Caroline, my wife. Been with her since 2011, and we have 4 children that we're raising here in the province of the Philippines. Okay, so what's changing? Well, public sources. I'm going to be using public sources, and stick with me so you guys know, you'll know what I'm talking about as I go into this, what I'm doing exactly. No accusations, dates, and links. Now, this is all going to relate to you guys sharing your stories or me telling you about the 2 stories I have upcoming on my next videos. And I'm going to be releasing videos on Wednesday and Saturdays from now on around 9 p.m. Manila time, 9 or 10 p.m. Manila time on Wednesdays and Saturdays, okay? So let's get farther into this so you guys will know what I'm talking about. Just look at what's coming across the screen. This is about what's changing. AP, ABS, CBN, AFP, BI, PNA. Okay? I'm going to be sharing sources, and we're going to have lessons, not drama. Let's talk about the workflow, how my episodes will run here on the channel. So, how it works. I'm going to have 3 true stories on every video. 3 true stories. I'm going to give my analysis on those stories. It's going to be like a field guide. And I'm going to give screen credits. I'm always going to have citations in the description so you guys will know my sources and where I got my stories from. And it'll be very replay friendly. All my videos and lives, okay? Safety first. So the stories that I'm going to be going into, I'm not going to share any private names for 2 reasons. One is so I don't reveal the sources unless people want me to. And also to protect myself here in the Philippines. I don't want to be talking about people. And you'll know more about what I'm going to show you about the upcoming videos, so you know what I mean. But I can't talk directly about private names unless people tell me I can if they're sharing a story. Okay? Official receipts, I will show where I'm getting my sources from if I can give a receipt. government advisories, wire reports, verifiable, and transparent, okay? For example, my coming episode, number 1, coming this Wednesday, is going to be floods and ghost projects, right? That's kind of big here in the Philippines. And this is exactly why I can't reveal names, no private names, official receipts. But my stories will be like government advisories, wire reports. I'm going to get all my information from that. And it will be verifiable and transparent, okay? So the one I'm talking about is floods and ghost projects. That's sneak peek tonight. That's my next episode, you guys. And I'm going to tell you about one more episode coming on Saturday. So this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Manila time, I'm going to release floods and ghost projects that I've been working on. And real floods, and why it's worse, why these stories, like why it's worse. And then you guys, if you shared your stories with me, I'm going to share the link I have. It's just a form. I'm not going to collect any emails unless you want me to contact you if I have questions about your source. And in the form I ask you, I'll show you the form in a little bit. I ask you, can I contact you if I have questions? And then you'll leave your email. Otherwise, you don't have to leave an email. But if you leave me your sources, you're going to put this same things. What makes it worse, and what works about what you're telling me, why it's worse. I want the go back basics, like the basics of the story, okay? Higher parking, offline maps, meetup plans, and AP, ABS-CBN, AFP. I'm going to be getting stories from those sources. So let me, I'll go over the comments in a little bit, but I want to just continue. I want to share with you the actual form. And let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Di, how's the sound? Let me turn up. Yeah, I think the sound's good. I just checked my TV. Okay. You can see the background here from my house outside. It's beautiful here where I live in the province. It's raining. It's a big storm in the Philippines. Big typhoons coming through. So if I disappear, you know that the electricity got wiped out of here. Okay. So let me share my form here. Give me a second. And I will share the link. I might as well just show you. This is the form link right here. But let me show you the actual site. Give me a moment here. And you can be anonymous on this form. Okay, so I'll show you exactly what it is. So if you guys are watching live, you'll know. If you replay this, it will be here for you. So you'll see exactly. If you want to submit a story, it'll be awesome because I can share your story. So let me see if I can share this and if it comes up. Okay, let me look. If it's coming here, it's a little bit delayed where I'm looking. See if it comes up. Come on. Mom, can you see it? Is it coming up, the form? It's not showing, yeah? You can't see it. Never mind. Okay, let me try again, you guys. It's not letting me share. Let me try one more time. I know I can see, Mom. Just Okay, I'm going to try again. Mom, did it come up? Okay, just tell me if it comes up. I'm letting it. It's not coming up. Okay, well, I can't share the form with you. It's not coming up. That sucks. Okay, let me see if I can screenshot it. Give me a second, guys. I'll screenshot because I really want to show you this. I'll screenshot what the questions are on one form, but I'm going to do different screenshots for you. Because I think some of you are going to really want to share these stories. Anything like power outages, anything that's happened to you in the Philippines that you want to share a story that you think people would want to know about. And then I'll show you how I'm not going to put your name out there unless you want me to. Okay, let me share this now. Image file. Should be able to share this one at a time. Screenshots. I'll get to the comments in just a little bit, you guys. Okay, I think this is going to work. Hey. Okay, see if it comes up, Mom. Yes, it came up. Okay, cool. It came up. So I'm going to share these screenshots one at a time. So this is the story submission. If you want to submit a story, otherwise I'm just going to share my stories that I get from various sources around the news in the Philippines. And this will give you an idea. So are you submitting anonymously? Yes. My name and identified details. So you don't want me to share your name or details about you, just your story. No, you may credit me by my first name only. And the last one is no, you may credit me by my full name. Okay, so it's very clear. Okay, let me share another one. And if you don't want to share a story, that's fine, but I'm just giving you guys a chance. It'll be kind of cool to make videos from the community if you guys have stories to share. Okay, second part of the form. This is all one form, you guys. Okay, this is the second part. So you're going to give me the date of event, the city, like barangay, province that you live in, and then the topic. And the topic, I'll just tell you what it says because you can't see it. Maybe I'll screenshot that for you. So you guys will have an idea. When you click topic, when you go to the link, it's going to give you these choices. So let me show you. I just been a lot of thought going into the channel, what I'm going to do and how to lift up the community too if they want to share stories. Okay, let me show you the other part of that. And I'll make it real quick here because I got a bunch of other stuff I want to share. Okay, so it's going to look like this. When you click that, it's going to pop up the topic. It's going to deposit, rental issue, flooding, typhoon, immigration fixer scams, brownout utilities, safety scam, non-immigrant, and then you can't see the last one. It says other. So if you have some other story. So anything in the Philippines you think will be interesting, you want to share. If you want to be anonymous, that's fine. Okay, let me share the other rest of this. There's a few more parts. It's just one page, you guys, to make it clear. Okay, let me pull up the rest of this. There's just two more pages. I'm going to do it so I can just move kind of quicker here. Okay, so those are but it can be other. So any type, like even like something happened at the airport, something happened to you, any kind of story that's other, and you can put your story here. So let me show you what's next. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to pop up so you guys can see it. Okay, there. Okay, so then you're going to answer what helped or what you wish you had done. Like what helped or what you'd wish you'd done. Like when you look back at the story, is there something that you could have changed or you could have done better, something like that. And then if there's any public links that document this, your story, if you have a public link, put it there. Okay. And if you don't have one, when you click it, just say, I don't have any links, because I made this mandatory. Can I contact you if I need clarification? So this is what I'm asking you for your email. Can I contact you if I need clarification? Otherwise, I'm not going to collect your email, you guys. I just want the cool stories that I can share and make videos about, but I need the information. So can I contact you if I need clarification? Yes or no? And this one is mandatory. So just say yes or no. And then contact email if yes. This is not mandatory. So if you say yes, then just leave me your email, okay? And here's the last page. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to pop up here. Okay, this is important to me. I just want to protect your guys' privacy. So anything I must admit to protect your privacy. So anything you shared with me about the story, and then you don't want me to put in there, just tell me. Just write it in there, your answer. And then you're consenting. So it says, I confirm this is my experience or information. I have the right to share. I allow George, that's me, to reference it in Raising Roots Abroad video or post. But I'm going to make videos about it, you guys. If I selected anonymous, I understand my name and identity details will be removed. But if you say I can share it with your name, first name, or your whole name, you have those choices, then I will, okay? And then you're going to click this. I confirm this is my experience. Again, it's there. You're going to click it. So I put a screenshot with that information, and then again, I wrote it. Okay, and that's the form, you guys. It's pretty cool. Just, that's it. And that link is going to be in every video description. It's also on Raising Roots main page. If you go to my main page and click on there to see, there's two links there. This is one of them. Okay, so pretty cool. All right, so let's move on. So, and that's the form link, okay? So this video description, already it's there. I left it there in this live video description. So either now you can go into the video description, or I don't know, if you can't do it while it's live, after this is done, you can get in there and get it if you want. All right? Otherwise, I'll just share my videos of kind of cool stories that I find. And, okay, so I think this will make the video grow a lot and people will be very interested. So you know, the coming episode, number one, that I've already shared, floods and ghost projects, very popular here in the Philippines. That's going to be my first episode, about a 12 to 14-minute video on that, coming this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Manila time. And videos are coming out Wednesday, 9 p.m. Manila time, and Saturday. Continue to release on Saturday. So 2 videos a week. And that will be at 9 p.m. the same time, Manila time. Okay? 9 p.m. Manila time. And I'm going to do lives once a week. What's today? Sunday, yeah? So maybe I'll do lives on Sunday or Monday, but once a week lives. So I'm going to be really moving this channel, releasing a lot of good informations, okay? And the floods and ghosts, it's going to be about real floods. I told you that. And just like the questions I asked you, why it's bad, why the floods are bad, and what works, like what's going on with these ghost projects, what's working and what's not working, and the go bag basics. So the basics of the story, any offline maps that I find. And again, my sources are going to be AP, ABS-CBN, AFP, or maybe some videos from YouTube if I can find. But I just don't want to get in trouble with that. Sharing YouTube videos, then the people might not want me to do it or something. Okay, the second video coming out on Saturday. So this coming Saturday will be number 2, and I'm saying preview number 2. This is preview number 2. So you guys that are watching this video live or you watch it later, you're going to know it's about immigration fixers. Another very popular stories to Filipinos and also expats coming to the Philippines. They want to know about what's happening with that. So I'm going to give you some good, accurate information and not get myself in trouble at the same time. Okay? We know no fixers here in the Philippines. And I'm just going to give you a preview about what I'm going to be talking about. Keep your passport. Unless you know the source, government source, and you know it's a government source asking for your passport when you're going to renew your passport, or you're at the government office, keep your passport, you guys. You're going to make sure you don't pay anyone outside. You pay at the window, keeping you out of trouble here. This is preview of the upcoming video. Good information. Very important. I've learned this. My wife knows this. Keep the original receipt. Keep the original receipt. Because here in the Philippines, maybe in other places of the world, right? Sometimes things get lost. So keep your original receipt that shows you turned in the information and you paid for it. Good information, yeah, you guys? Verify the agent is an agent if they come to your house. Verify they're an agent, you guys. I'm going to talk about that on this video on Saturday. If they're pressing you and they won't show you information, walk away. Walk away. You won't get in trouble for that because there's many people acting like government officials. It just happened, right? There was a story. Just came out. And there was a foreigner, wasn't a Filipino. They were acting like they were working for the government, NBI. And the person was suspicious about it. And they didn't show them their information. So he walked away and reported it. And they're in the process of going to jail, getting deported. I don't know what's happening with them, but they're in trouble. Just saw that on what channel is that? The guy that reports, he has a really good channel. I forget the channel, but I watch it. It's a very good channel. I'll talk about it another time. Give him credit. So I'm looking at BI and PNA advisories. That's like sources here in the Philippines that Filipinos already know about. CN, BC, CBN. How can you help? I already talked about viewer stories, right? So let me remind you. Your stories. We're going to talk about your stories, okay? Just reminding you. You can use ANON, anonymous. And I shared with you those screenshots, date and place. You're going to answer that at that link. It's just a form. I don't want to put any other kind of links, just a form link to a Google form. Everyone knows those form links. And then you leave the information you want me to know so I can tell the story. I made a lot of it mandatory, but not your email. It's up to you. But I need to tell a story, so I need that information. This is deeply thought out, you guys. Tell me what happened. What helped? Link the sources. If there's sources, if it's your source, just tell me it's you. But if there's links to your sources, they exist, like it was a hot story at some time or whatever, give me those sources. Or if someone made a video about it, just give me those sources, okay? And I already gave you that. The form, no emails collected unless if I ask to reach out to you and you want me, it's okay for me to contact you if I have questions, then you can leave an email. Okay, we're going to go into the live Q&A in just a moment. Not right now. I have now there. I'm going to look at the comments. Got a bunch of comments here. Okay. So I'm asking you guys to share a story or question. If you want what I just went over, anonymous, start with ANON, add dates, place, and only public links you have. Your lessons help the next family. Your lessons are helping people out there, you guys, big time. So let's go over some of the comments here. Kano Papa Diaries, do you have a link where I can send you my info for a story? Yep, I shared that. Go to this video description and get that link, okay? Let me just share it to you one more time. How do you guys like these two types of lives? I'm going to be doing like this, you guys. I really want to lift up this channel and have amazing, useful information. So there it is. Use a form for your privacy. That's the one. You can't really copy paste that one. It's a short link. Just go to the video description. Every video description. And on my main channel, you can get this link, okay? I want your stories, you guys. If you don't know, I want your stories. Okay, let's look at more comments. Good evening, brother. Hey, Michael. Michael, man. How are you, brother? Good to see you here. Yeah, I asked about the audio at the beginning, and I didn't check my comments. Thank you, Michael. Michael, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming into the chat. And I can see you left a bunch of comments here. I'm going to get to these. It's trial and error. You're doing great. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. Michael, I remember you from before, and you left some comments. I believe you left me a gift, a donation also. I really appreciate it, but it's good to see you back, and I hope you're doing well. You had plans to come here to the Philippines. There you go. Very cool. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Michael, I'm glad to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hoping you're coming to the Philippines too. Leanne, what's up, Leanne? Our big supporter here. Leanne also gave Raising Roots gave us a donation. Thank you so much. It's up to you guys if you want to give donations. You can buy me a coffee. There's a link in every video description, but I'm not asking for that. We appreciate it, and I'm upgrading things as I can on the channel. Look at the view here in the Philippines. We live in a beautiful house. We're doing great. Michael, man, I will tune into your live streams. I'm going back to Bangkok next weekend for 3 weeks, but we'll tune in for you. Always pay at the window. Keep receipts always. Take pictures like I do. Thank you, Michael. Michael, you like this? You like this, what I'm doing now? I mean, I love the videos I've made, but I want to make more useful and interesting stuff. And the algorithm has changed here on YouTube. It used to be I just put out a video about pretty much anything. It would get 40,000 views right away. And now I'm struggling to get even 1,000. But it's not so much the views I care about. It's more about just getting out my information to people that will want to watch it. And so I have to make useful information. I'm not blaming the algorithm at all. I will put the blame 100% on myself when I look in the mirror. I'll just make more interesting content. So, Michael, you'll tune in to live streams. I appreciate it. They'll be around this time, around 8 o'clock at night, Sunday, Monday. I'll try to do them on Sundays. That's great. You're going back to Bangkok. I hear a lot of people are going there, a lot of expats. They love Bangkok. They love Thailand. I saw stories. Some people are coming to the Philippines. A lot of people are going to Bangkok. A lot of people are going to Thailand. More people are going to Vietnam and Cambodia. I saw some stories about that. It's just good to see people getting out of the chaos. If they're not happy in places like the West, what's coming down the pipe is not wonderful for a lot of people. Some people don't mind it, but if you're not happy, we have the choice. What do people say? Go where you're valued. Thank you for you're tuning in. I appreciate it. Always pay at the window. Keep receipts. Always take pictures. Great. Joey, good evening, George. Hey, Joey, adobo and apple pie. How are you doing, Joey? Joey and me are doing a little business ventures, talking about helping each other with our businesses. Joey has, hope you don't mind, Joey, Amazon. He has really good products. He has a product like it's really nice, like snacks, and he gets a lot of customers, so I know it's a good product. And I talked to him about his Amazon. And then my wife and I'm just founder. I can't really do work here in the Philippines, but my wife has a number of businesses, just giving some ideas, and then she's lifted up some businesses here in the Philippines, and talking to Joey about some of the things I'm starting up, and just fun stuff here in the Philippines. Just things that my wife is doing. I'm just the founder. Some free tools and things I'm doing. Joey, glad to see you're here. Let me know, you guys. Give me feedback if you like what I'm talking about here and what I'm doing with the channel. Karen, hey Karen, watch from the Philippines. You're great. Thank you, Karen. Karen is another. She's a VA. Hey, if you guys need VAs, that's I'm a founder of some companies here that my wife is the owner of. Karen is a VA looking for work, and she's talented VA. I know she has bookkeeping experience off the top of my head, Karen, if I can remember. She's done like some appointment settings for real estate a while ago, but she has bookkeeping experience, admin experience. She's a good person. She's helping me with a lot of things I'm doing, just freely helping me because she has a good heart. And I don't ask her anything. She's just helping, a Filipina helping us do things. And I appreciate you, Karen. Thank you so much for coming to the live. I'm really working on this channel a lot, Karen. So Raising Roots Abroad, it's our little bit of a bigger channel for us. We're over 22,000 subscribers, which to me is huge. So HN just viewed the why, and I left US 80,000 job. Amazing video. Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, I put my heart in those videos. So thank you. Just telling stories. Thank you so much, HN. I left a comment and then see your live so I can ask here. Okay, I appreciate it. What you're going to ask here. Let's see. What do you think is a minimal monthly expense a couple can live on outside the city? Outside the city. Wow, that's a really good question, HN. And you know, it's kind of a personal. I'm just going to give you an honest, the best I can from my heart, and I don't want to cause any misinformation to you. But if you're talking about going like outside the city, so I assume you're talking about more of like a province life. It depends if you're going out to eat, if you're doing fun things, if you said a couple, so I guess it's you and your girlfriend or you and your wife. If you don't have any kids, it's just going to be different expenses. I really don't have an idea for just a couple. Because I have my wife, me and my wife, and then 4 kids. So our expenses are going to be a lot more than what yours are going to be. So I'm sorry, HN, I can't really give you an accurate with all the things that have changed here, and also the spike in electricity prices here in the Philippines. I don't want to give you, just give you information so you have it, and then it's not the right information. Maybe Caroline can help a little bit with that. Hey, Caroline. Can you come up here for this question? Maybe help me. This is a really good, and you know what? I will make videos on this about what you're asking, HN. But let me see if Caroline, because she's the one dealing mostly with our expenses with shopping. No, Mom, he's asking. It's a really good question. He's asking more about the province. He watched our 80,000 job video. Hey, HN, if I haven't got to your comment there, I'll look for it and answer it. He's just asking that right here. What do you think is minimal monthly expenses for a couple can live on outside the city? And he's just talking about a couple, not kids. So what do you think, Mom? So he needs to know about food, electricity, rent, like to rent here. Let's just give it to him right now, like off the top of our heads. So he has a little bit of information. Yeah, that's a hard question, but just see if we can do that. So he's talking about, look, he's making it easier. He's talking about rent, utilities, food, transport, basic costs for a couple. Can it be done for $500? So he's talking about rent. So rent probably for him to be happy, at least 10,000, right? So 10,000 pesos, let's convert that. It's around 57. We're just going to we're going to help you out, HN, doing this live. So for 10,000, you probably could find a decent place here. If you're not like, they say arty or more arty, if you're not like, you need everything perfect or beautiful. But wait, let's just see. Divided by, am I doing that right? Yeah, it's about $175 right there. So rental is about around anywhere from 150 to 200. 175 will be safe, 10,000. So 175 for that. Okay, he's talking about food. Okay, wait, let's go. Rent, utilities. So would the 175 include utilities, or he has to pay that separate, right? If he pays 10,000 for a nice apartment.
Just make it including the utilities like 15,000.
Okay, so 15,000. Okay, so 15,000 pesos for rent and utilities.
I don't know, just guessing.
This is where we live in San Carlos City. We can talk about here. So that's $263 right there for rental and utilities. But you don't know what's going to happen with utilities. They could always go up in price. Okay, but we're being safe. 5,000 for a couple, you're safe with that. For us, it's around anywhere from 6 to around 10,000 a month for our whole family, for aircon, couple aircons, so safe. So food, how much for food, Mom? Couple. So just you and me. Imagine that. Not.
So we're not for us we're not really spending so much for our food, Just,
If he doesn't go out, he's just talking about just go shopping for his food.
maybe for sudan lang, or including the rice.
Yeah, everything for his food.
Maybe 800
A month
pesos per day.
per day
I don't know that. Just,
for two people, Mom.
yeah, for two people. Yeah, 800 pesos per day for two people.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I don't know. It's hard, though.
Just two people, Mom. So 800 pesos per day.
So we make it.
If he goes to save more to shop.
Yeah, the
So per day, okay, if he goes once a week, so per day it's 800.
Make it like maybe 3,000 per week.
Okay, for food.
Yeah, for the
Okay, so he's got 263 so far. Then 3,000 per week times 4.
12,000.
Okay, so 263 we said. Okay, divided by 57 current pesos, another 210.
It's almost 500. Yeah,
So that's more than 500. 263 plus 210, or it's almost 500. So 473. And then transportation.
yeah.
It's cheap. Like how much if he goes back and forth? Like maybe he goes to
30 pesos back and forth. Like, yeah.
maybe 50 pesos a day average.
Yeah, so 300 pesos.
50 per day times 7. So 350 per week times. So 1,400 divided by 57, 24. So you'd be right around 500 a month. But to be safe, I would
Maybe 600.
600 or 700 to be safe. That's just the province where we live. Other provinces might be different life. That's just us. Okay, that's what we're telling you. But this is off the top of our head. I'll make a video about really accurate, but probably can be done for 500, but maybe cutting it close. And then if something happens, you have an accident or something, someone gets sick. So maybe more like 1,000 just to be safe. Okay.
Yeah, 1,000.
Okay.
That's very
So I hope that answers your question.
800 to 1,000.
Okay, let's move on here. Do Jarvis official, do Philippines have retirement visas for expats? Yeah, yes, they do. And we'll be covering that. We'll be covering that in the future. Just the next 2 videos, no. But we'll be covering some things about, and there's other channels that cover it. Just search that in YouTube. And when you look up the video, just make sure it's recent. I would look up like in the last 3 months, someone made a video, and I know there's people that have. Okay. No, he's asking to fill. He's not in the Philippines, probably, Mom. Okay, Michael. What did Michael say? Because I asked him. Yes, the live stream is fantastic. You need to do this. You'll get better results, I believe. Thank you, Michael. Do you remember Michael? He's the one that a long time ago joined. He gave us money. He joined our membership, and then he was working out things so he can travel. He's going to go to Thailand. So it's good to see him back. Karen, welcome to the Philippines. Yeah, thanks, Karen. Welcome everybody to the Philippines. You have a wonderful, beautiful family. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. And I was doing a live stream with Karen, going over some tools for VA cold calling. If you guys need VAs, let me know, because my wife has a business. I'm founder. We've had it since 2018. And Karen's looking for some work. But I saw her family. I saw her child. You have a beautiful family too, Karen. Thank you so much. HN is asking, what are some good income streams and ways to earn while in the Philippines as a Westerner without working a job, business in the Philippines? Is online income, etc. Yeah, I would recommend. You can't really work here as a Filipino. If you get a permanent residence, you can work. But the difference in the Philippines compared to I don't know where you're from, HN, but you're saying a Westerner, so I could tell you about where I'm from in America. You can get jobs there. It's very hard right now. I know that. But in the Philippines, they're not going to hire Americans unless you're very specialized, very rare, very rare. They're going to hire Filipinos. They're very nationalistic, which is wonderful. I respect that. That's a very good thing about the Philippines, I believe. And maybe America will move back to that in the West, other places. But right now, it doesn't look like it. They're really globalist, and some people like that. I don't. That's why I came here. So I would recommend online work, like something like I have something actually. You're just, but anyway, not for a Westerner. So for Filipinos, but for a Westerner, I'd say go to Upwork.com, freelancer.com. There's other ones, but I know Upwork because I did that. People do Fiverr, but it's too competitive. Upwork's kind of competitive. But if you have some kind of work that makes you special, where you can, for you, it'll make you special being a digital nomad because you can work as an American with an American voice for a lesser fee than Americans can. So I recommend real estate, even though it's not hot right now. I'd recommend wholesaling, doing cold calling for that. I did that for a number of years, and I founded a business here since 2018 and trained some Americans and a lot of Filipinos freely because I can't really work here. My wife owns that business. So if you come here, I can help you. I can guide you with that process, but it's up to you to find work like that. And I can recommend you to people, and I can probably find you work where you would make maybe something like between $6 and $10 an hour. Probably could find some, but it's very hard right now. As you know, jobs for everyone, the Filipinos, very hard. But just being an American and with your knowledge of the American culture, making appointment settings and calls, and maybe being able to close some deals for Americans, they would probably hire you. So I hope that's hopeful. Go to Upwork. If you have something that you do you can do online that you're an expert at or very knowledgeable about, I'd recommend doing that and get the job before you come to the Philippines. That's a mistake I made. I was okay though. I was able to get a job because the American market was crazy at that time, really many jobs, and I was able to get a job and did fine with that. But I would recommend getting the job as a digital nomad while you're in America. and then have that job before you come to the Philippines, so you can make sure you're getting paid. You won't have a problem with that. And the various platforms can pay you through your bank, through PayPal, which goes to your bank, right? Through wise.com. What's the other one, Mom, that Filipinos use? Yeah, Payoneer.com. Yeah, many. So I hope that helps. HN, how much do you think a small family in the province probably lives on? Do you mean a Filipino family? It's different than a foreigner and a Filipino for sure. But for me, I know because I lived as a squatter for a while when I lost everything. But I'm a success story, right? So, but when I was going through it for a number of years, it wasn't a success story, but it was a good experience to be able to bounce back from that. Mom, how much do you think a small family in the province probably lives on? Like 2 kids and a husband and wife. Average here. It's very little money.
Yeah, like maybe we can maybe 15,000 per month.
Really? Do you think people really make that?
Yeah.
So if they're doing well,
No,
that's average?
hard.
You think that's average, really?
No, that's not fun. Even your
He's asking it roughly, Mom.
yeah, so even like you make like that still like yeah, you're just like okay, but it's like it's hard.
So I'm asking how much, Mom. Just they want to know.
Oh,
Bottom line is how much, not big story.
30,000 lang. If you're making like 30,000 per month.
No, a family like a Filipino. What the people here living that it's hard to find work, or they might have a job working at the Gaisano, or they might have a job doing at a shop rice, or they might have a job
So just
working in the sugarcane fields. Give an example. How much do they make per month around?
around so just let's say 530 pesos per day. Just times by times.
No, some people's making 300. They're not even making minimum wage.
Yeah, but just make it like that. Joe.
Okay, so 500,
130.
530 per day.
Yeah, then times 28 days. So like,
Okay, I'm doing math here.
28 days.
This is on average.
Yeah.
And some people makes a lot less, some people makes more, right? Okay, times 28, or why 28? 30 point.
Day off man sila,
Oh, Gani. Okay, 28 days. So around 14,850. So around 15,000 per month. Just what you said. Some people makes less, some people makes more. I know of people working in call centers, like in the province here, that we have a few call centers. They're probably making around that much too. Call center here in the province, around that much too, right? Maybe a little higher. Be around, yeah. Pity cab drivers, maybe how much per day, Mom? So we'll just say 300 pesos per day times 28. And some of them work every day, though, times 30 days in the rain and sun. Okay, so 300. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of slow. 300 times 30 days. And you guys, it's going to be different for Filipinos. We'll have different answers. You can answer here if you want, and I'll get to you in the chat if you have a better answer than us. But those are around 9,000 per month, maybe a PD cab driver. And again, a lot of these people are making the money to sacrifice the money so someone can go to college. They're just eating or whatever. So very little money. Survivors, very strong, resilient in the Philippines. Okay, so I hope that answers HN. Thank you for all the questions. Michael Mann again. I follow a lady on YouTube, and I'm a moderator on her live stream. She does 4 to 5 times a week. She's been really helpful with learning the culture. Her birthday is October 7th, so I'm going over to see her. Oh wow,
That's nice.
great. Is she there in America, or is she in Thailand? Wonderful. Congratulations on that, Michael. So you're a moderator there. Yeah, she's doing 4 to 5 a week. She's probably very popular.
Yeah.
Karen, supporting you all the way. Thank you, Karen. I know you support me everywhere. Thank you so much. Karen. Karen, I forget where she's from. She told me. Karen, Caroline's asking where you're from. Yeah, you guys are friends on Facebook.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Where she followed me.
Okay. Well, you should friend her. She's very nice. Michael, man, I'm doing great, George. I'm searching for my place in life, but I'm going to relocate to Thailand for chef school. Hey, congratulations, brother. That's awesome. Let me know when you get to Thailand. I know you've been planning for a long time. I know you've been planning. Say hi to your wife and have fantastic family, George. You have Thank you, Michael. Michael said hi, Caroline. Here, she said hello. Back to you, Michael. Thank you so much, Michael. There's so many comments. I'm so grateful. Thank you, guys. HN, thank you, brother. Appreciate the detailed breakdown response to my question. Thinking to visit Zamboanga City next year and get a feel for it. Have you been there? No, I haven't. I haven't been there. Zamboanga. Mom, do you know anything about that, Zamboanga? I heard about it a lot. Is that southern? That's southern, right?
But the one that remember the blogger?
Is that the same place?
Yeah, but they're remote area in Zamboanga.
Yeah, be careful where you go there. I would research that one, HN, because there's wrong places to go and then good places to go. I wouldn't go near there if it's close to where is that sure it was Zamboanga, Mom, the city
Yeah,
where the
no, I don't know, but it's in remote area.
yeah, just be
Part in Zamboanga.
yeah, I don't know what to say about it. So I'm not going to say good or bad yet. How many hours a week do you work as a nurse and what's the difference mentally between US life and now in the Philippines with the time, freedom? How's it affected your mental health, mood? I worked unbelievable hours as a nurse in America. Sometimes 36 hours a week and sometimes like 70 hours a week. But I did so many different things in nursing. And what's the difference mentally between your US life and now in the Philippines with the time and freedom? That's a great question. You watched some of my videos, right? You watched that. I made other videos too, HN, that you might not have watched where I talk about some of that. But the difference mentally between the US life and now in the Philippines, haven't been here so long. You just have time here. You have time to just think and have solitude. If you like that, you go for walks. If you're working a lot of hours here online, you might not have as much time. When I first came here, I was working in the call centers actually legally, and then for like a year, and then after that I wasn't working, and then I started working online again, and I didn't really have much time because my wife became pregnant, and so I really had to work. And I went back to America in 2012, came back at the end of 2013. So I think I didn't go back after that, right? The last time? Yeah, 2000. Oh, I came back 2014. Okay, and didn't go back. But if you're not working, the difference is you have freedom here. Like when I was in America, I always felt like someone was watching me, like everything I did. Like for example, when you go driving and you're driving on the freeway, I was always on the lookout for police. Even I'm doing things right, they're always watching you, surveillancing you. At my job, always surveillance. When I was working, even when I was working in the home environment as a nurse, surveillance, pressure. Like, and if I didn't do things right, sometimes people would just sharp tongue me. That's what I call it, because I can compare it to the Philippines now. They would speak to me very rudely and treat me like I was nothing. Here in the Philippines is much different because, at least in the province, I could talk about the province. I could talk about where I live in San Carlos City. I have freedom and I'm not under surveillance. They do have cameras, CCTV, because people still do crimes here. So they're watching, but they're not. It's not like America. And then the police here, it's kind of really different. The police here, you could be speeding, you can be driving. They're coming with their lights on, and you're driving faster than them, and it's kind of okay. Um, it's just really different. You'd have to be here to know what I'm talking about. They don't surveil you. In the province, they're just chilled. If you're not causing trouble, they'll like you here. And if you learn the language, even for me, I'm not super fluent, but I understand it. If people are talking, I know what they're talking about. I know very well what they're talking about. But as far as speaking it, I just phrases. I can just some phrases and things. But when I listen, I'm fluent to know what they're talking about. And if they're what they're talking about, and I makes me understand the culture a bit deeper. And then I'm submerged in the culture with my family, but I'm very private in my house. I don't hang out with the neighbors too much. I used to, but when I've been here so many years, I just want to do things helpful for other people, especially in my family. And then for the VAs that I'm serving that work for my wife's company, creating free tools. I have a lot of good free tools, but they don't always use it because maybe they're not open to it. But some are, like Karen, who's in the chat. She likes my tools, likes to learn about things. So sometimes I help her. So it makes my mood a lot better because what happened to me, I awakened here in the Philippines. And I'm not saying I couldn't awaken in America because actually America's chaos. So you probably could, like, compare it to a lotus flower. It's in the mud, and the mud is like, I'd say, America right now. I'm just saying overall, the political climate, the people fighting. If you're not a certain skin color, if you weren't born a certain skin color, there's people that will hate you. No matter what skin color that is, there'll be people that hate you. And then if you weren't born a woman or if you weren't born a man and you're called something else, they don't want to be called those things. That creates division. Well, in the Philippines, I don't see that in the province. The Philippines has some wokeness here. From the West, it's spread here in the cities and stuff, but I haven't really seen that in the province. It exists, and there's people that will attack you for your beliefs here, but it's very rare, outliers. But you can awaken just like a lotus will grow in the mud and rise up and be the most beautiful flower, the most beautiful fragrance. So you could awaken in America in that kind of war climate. But the Philippines, for me, I woke up because I fell and pretty much lost everything from my poor decisions and my mindset. And then because of that, because I had the freedom to live as a squatter, then people didn't say anything, but I'm sure they judged me, but they didn't put me in jail for being a squatter. And then I was able to rise up, and Filipinos helped me. Filipinos, my wife fed me, took care of me. Her family gave me, and my mom sent me money before she passed away. And her family financed a trip so I can go back to America to work as a nurse. And then Americans helped me in America to live in a place, pay a little bit of rent, and then later free. And then I was making a lot of money as a nurse. When I was a nurse in America, I always made money. And then my mindset changed, and I had opportunities because my mindset changed. And that affected my mood. So my belief in God became stronger here in the Philippines because I always had a strong belief in God, but in America, you kind of had to hide it. And I wasn't free to talk about that, or just, I don't really talk about it, but just to have the confidence that other people believed in the same kind of things. They believed in God and faith and family, community. Well, we're here in the province, 100%. So knowing that, of course, I'm free to live my life with people that are like-minded. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. But you talking about the good things, you have to talk about human suffering. The human suffering is always the things that change. Everything's in change. Everything is in the midst of change. be it my computer here, the table I'm working on, or even me, the glasses I'm wearing, the hat I have on. It's in a constant change, state of change. And when it changes, it all grows old and disappears. And just like me, I will grow old and disappear. Well, I awaken to that at a deep level, that I know that. And I know that, like, God, the Bible has sayings, and also in Buddhism, they have sayings. I don't consider myself Buddhist or anything, but I would say maybe I'm Christian because I believe in Jesus Christ. But Buddha has a wonderful saying. And Buddha has a saying because for me, I trained in Buddhism for many years and continue meditation and things like that, where a lot of Christians will have things to say about that and put me down because of that and judge me. That's fine. But I'm just telling you, because I think it's helpful for people to hear what I'm saying, is just as a human being, I'm no higher or lower than anybody, but Buddha said when you're shot with an arrow, you don't worry about where the arrow came from or who shot it. Your only worry is single-mindedly to get the arrow out so you can survive. So that's how I set out to find out why I was suffering and then how to end that suffering. So how to end that suffering is to sit in solitude, pray, affirmations, be it Psalms, over and over again, be it mantras from Buddhists, people that are Buddhists or other religions in the world do things. But I'm just talking about my experiences. So I changed my mindset by the Psalms over and over again, different Psalms. And then realizing that the only thing that's not, because God doesn't change, right? But when we die, when the table disappears, when there's no eyes to see, who is it that sees God? So the only thing to me that is ever in a state of foreverness is change. Because even the table, myself, when I'm every moment, the moment just passed now, it's in a constant state of change. So we have to heal our suffering. And a good example is how I love my wife is different than how I love my children and how I love my parents, how I love my grandparents. My grandparents is kind of unconditional love. I'm not asking them to love me more or to do this or that for me or to cook for me or to do this or maybe your wife or your girlfriend's asking you to love her more and hug her and hold her hand while you're not holding my hand. But when I love my grandparents, I don't say those things. When I love God, do I say those things? When I love my children, do I say those things? So my goal was to always sit and look at my thoughts and wonder, how can I change my thoughts so that when I love my wife, it's the same way? When I love myself, it's the same way. And so I'm not perfect, but I'm very much improved compared to the person I was yesterday, the person I was 20 years ago, the person I was 30 years ago, the person I was 10 years ago, the person my family knew is a different person. So I'm always in the midst of change with looking at those things to be a better human being. Because everything we do, good or bad, God doesn't know how to say no. If you believe it's God, if you believe it's universal mind, the divine, whatever you call it, how do I pray to them in the right way? And how will God answer my prayers, or how will the universe send me the answers to my wish fulfilled? So what I learned for myself, and this might sound crazy to you guys that are still here listening, but for me, I have to live in the wish fulfilled. And that's how God will answer me 100% of the time. Live in the wish fulfilled. So it's your job to find out what that is in your life. Live in the wish fulfilled. So for me, how I live in that is to feel the feelings of what it feels to have my desires fulfilled. So live there like I already have it, like it's already been done, and God will answer me. Okay, I hope that I went on there on a tangent, but most Asian countries, Michael Mann, most Asian countries, unless you have a specific skill set, most Westerners cannot take jobs away from countries where others can do the work. Exactly. Perfectly put, Michael. Thank you. I'm thinking to work 4 months in UK where I'm from. Oh, you're from the UK. And then 8 months in the Philippines until I can earn remotely. Do you think that could work and a good idea? Because not everyone can move permanently. That sounds like a good plan. But it's up to you, HN. I mean, for you, if that works, but I think that's a safe plan. Because I think that sounds like you'll have something stable. And it depends on your age. I think you're younger, right? So younger, I mean, I'm 60, but I came here when I was 44 years old when I came here. So yeah, it's different, So that sounds like a really good plan. Do you think that? Yeah, I think that's a good plan. You're right. Not everyone can move there permanently, especially if you don't, like, if you're going to come here with just a set amount like I did and then didn't have anything to back it up. That's kind of stupid. Not saying I'm stupid, but my behavior back then was stupid. The behavior itself. Michael Mann, this trip next week to Bangkok, I'm interviewing with a big cooking school. If I'm accepted, they'll help me with the DTV visa. For 5 years. That's awesome. So the cooking school, so for that 5 years, would you be in school for the whole 5 years? If so, that's good. But if you're going to be working during that 5 years, you might have to check it out, because I've heard some stories about that, like where they have full control of you, man. And it's different. They're not going to say that to your face or on a contract. So I don't know. I just heard things like that. You're going to know better because you know Thailand better than me. I don't know Thailand. I only know San Carlos City, where I'm from, in Negros Occidental. And I only know it from my experience and my views as an expat. Oh, Karen's from Himalayan. Yeah, now I remember. It's just like San Carlos City. We were 2 hours from Bacolod, but yeah, Mom, remember? She's from the opposite side of Bacolod, 2 hours away. Yeah, Himalayan City. I think she speaks Bisaya, Mom. Yeah, Longo, but yes, I'm honored to be Caroline's Facebook friend. I'm so happy.
I will send you a request though. Oh, that maybe you can do.
Oh, Caroline just brought me. This is cloves. Yeah. Soaked for how long, Mom? Overnight?
12 hours long.
12 hours. Soaked 12. Cloves at the bottom. She told me don't drink those. Yeah. She gave this to me this morning, right, for the first time? Okay. Shot of cloves. Wow. I feel younger, man. Okay. So you guys, that's all I got for tonight. I think that's the end of the comments. That's all I got. If you guys want to fill out, like you want to share your story, if you're watching this later, if you want to share your story, go to the link. Let me just give you the link real quick. Go to the video description. The link will be there. Every single video. I want your story so I can share your stories. And look what it says on the form. In that form, it asks every question. Fill it out, and it's going to come to me in my Google Docs. And then we'll go from there. I hope to be sharing your stories. The next 2 videos I already told what are coming. But after that, I want to share stories if you guys give them to me. Okay? I'm begging. All right? That's it, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm George from Raising Roots Abroad, signing out. And look out for my video on this upcoming Wednesday at 9 p.m. Manila time. Okay? Thank you so much for coming, for all the wonderful questions. We'll say bye for now.